Our Sky News West of England correspondent Isabel Webster is on her way to the scene for us. Isabel, and Paul Slaven there talking about it, there not being an incident of this magnitude in Somerset for a significant length of time.
Absolutely, it's something that certainly the emergency services haven't had experience of in recent years. And as he was saying, there's multiple attendants tonight from the police, the fire and, of course, the ambulances. Around 30 injured, we believe, 7 seriously. And as he was saying, we think the majority have now been removed from the scene and taken to hospitals like Musgrove Park Hospital in Taunton, in the nearest large town. It's just the fuel element that makes it so complicated, and the fact, of course, that it's a Friday night, a huge amount of traffic travelling along the M5 tonight, and also a big local carnival in Bridgewater. The Bridgewater Carnival attracts thousands of people from the whole region, and there, it will certainly have increased the numbers of vehicles on the road at that time. And we've been hearing reports from people at the scene of really, really poor visibility, that the fog meant that they couldn't see cars in front of them. So, as you say, too early to speculate about.
But also a relatively residential area, relatively rural area as well. And we've seen the emergency services have been called in from a really quite a wide area to help here, haven't they, Isabel?
Yeah, that's true. Certainly, in emergencies like this, you have to call in as much support as you can. I gather there are at least 50 firefighters on the scene there at the moment, 15 fire engines, and as we've been hearing, they're having to undergo simultaneous jobs of hydraulic cutting at the same time as trying to extinguish fires. And I think they've got those fires largely under control, but the concern is, because of the large amounts of fuel being carried on some of these HGVs, that there could be a further problem, so they're obviously having to keep an eye on that. But at the moment, it's everybody is being called upon from all surrounding forces.
Isabel, thanks very much for the time being. Let's hear now from Simon Massey. Now, he was stuck in traffic at the scene. Unfortunately, we've just lost Simon on the phone. We will try to get him back up for you, because he was a witness who was stuck in the traffic and should be able to give us some clues to what he saw. Whilst we're waiting to try to get Simon back up, let's just take another look and listen into those pictures. You can hear the emergency sirens. Just astonishing and really horrific pictures of the M5 in Somerset this evening, where it's feared that many people may have lost their lives. And just to let you know, I mean, obviously these pictures are quite horrific, and a lot of people, we've said, would be using this route on a Friday evening to get down to the West Country. There was also various events happening in the local area. A dedicated number for those who are concerned about relatives and friends is going to be available within the next hour. That's from the emergency services. And the public are also being advised, of course, that the M5 between junctions 23 and 26, both ways, is likely to remain closed for the next 24 hours. That is a pretty large area, as you can see from that map there, showing the M5 in Somerset between junctions 23 and 26, both ways likely to remain closed for the next 24 hours. So one can only imagine what kind of chaos that this is going to cause in that immediate area. There are still large tailbacks at present, and the police are urging anybody to avoid the area for the next 24 hours at least, because